All right, we're
How many
recording.
pers how many person we wait for?
You know what? People will just hop on. We really don't know how many people will be on the
Okay.
call. I just hit record, so we will be able to share this with other people once the training's over. So I think we'll be good.
Yeah, we
But
can
they're
just go.
starting to come in. But yeah, Tom, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And thank you guys, everyone, for being on. In the comments, I would love to hear right now what you guys are using your mirror for. If you are maybe in a salon or you do in-home events or vendor events, I would love to hear that in the comments. Hey, Miss Christy. So, all right, Tiffany does in-home and vendor events.
Okay.
Um, Christy's going to use hers for vendor events. I use mine for vendor events, and it's set up at home. Um, ooh, and
Pilates studio.
that's nice, Heidi. Reminds me I need to respond to someone's email about that events. Okay, excellent. Well, Tom, do you
Yeah,
want to go ahead and we can just get started?
yeah, of course. What do you want to do today for start? I think I can answer your question for first. I have a mirror, I have a machine between. So as you want. Do you have question? Do you have things you want to see before?
I um I feel like some of the questions people are having would be maybe getting it from French to English. Is anybody experiencing those problems yet? Or still, and maybe with euros? But please let me know in the comments, or you guys can come off mute if you have any questions about your mirror and how your mirror works. If you have connectivity questions, here comes Fred. Please let us know. And some of us
I
have
can.
the mirror. Hey, Fred, the mirror and the machine. And so I know one request that we get with that is if we have both on the mirror, if we could get the analysis to show in lab and fresh active and in store with the machine. So we have questions like that too.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Heidi, you like that because you
Okay.
have the machine as well?
Okay. On the mirror, you have two solutions. You can see the in-store and the fresh active. Or another solution, if we do, we can do also the in-lab and the fresh active, but not in-lab, in-store, and fresh active.
Okay. And so, okay, do you want to like step through a scan and just start there with the process and then see what questions we have with that? Because
Yeah,
Tiffany did say she would like to do her analysis or start with that.
yeah, of course.
Okay.
Do you want to do your... Okay, I
Yes,
can do
Fred.
mine. I have a mirror.
Hi, yeah, hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Just to tell you that what you aim to have is in working process. So it's not yet into the mirror, but the team are working to have in the very next future in lab, in store, and DIY. So far, what I suggest is easier to decide if you want into the mirror one or the other. And then with your smartphone, for instance, you can keep your smartphone from the machine for the machines and keep the mirror from the in-lab and the DIYs. Just time for us to add everything. So this is in working process.
Okay. Okay. And more so than the mirror, if you have the machine, the mirror would be for the machine right now. The mirror is if to scan for the machine and then otherwise use your phone to do in lab and fresh active. Okay.
Yeah, because and I don't know how you feel, but when you are during an event or a face-to-face, it's much better to share your personal link with the person, and then the person can start her or his analysis with his or her smartphone, and then that person will have access direct to the in-lab and DIY. And so you can imagine that during an event, you keep the mirror for the machines. But so this is my suggestion. Just time for us to be ready to finalize the free options in the mirror.
Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to be with you just a few minutes, just to introduce you to Tom. Tom is an amazing person. We're working together for a while. So he will, I think he was just asking me how we should handle the meeting. I think the best way, if you have any questions regarding the machines, regarding the mirror. So feel free, we are all in family here.
That sounds good. This will be a working Zoom. So if you guys are in front of your mirror, that would be fun too. And then it sounds like Tom is going to step us through a skin analysis, and then we'll generate some questions from there.
Okay, I can start now. I have front of my mirror. Okay, so
let me try to spot. Well, okay, I'm gonna try to spotlight you too. Like I said, I'm on. Okay, I'm on my phone, and I don't know how to spotlight you from my phone though. Shoot. Okay,
do,
I
do
got
you
it.
see
I
the
got
mirror?
it. I figured it out. Yeah. Yep. So go ahead.
Okay. So here you have two solutions. You can do a product recommendation by select free needs, or you can do by a selfie. I think the most you have access the selfie if you have Wi-Fi. If you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't do a selfie. So start with this one. Okay, I just start my analysis and I put my first name, my age, and now, so be careful. You must remove your glasses before, and also you can you should the lighting should be even for that. So like that. I can do also the focus. If I click on my face, take the picture, you can show. I can do the focus,
Mhm.
look at the camera, and click. You have few seconds of rating. The rating depends your Wi-Fi quality.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me if you have question. I can see the chat also.
I know one thing I've noticed that's been difficult with here we go. Okay. One of the things that I noticed that has been difficult with the Wi-Fi when you're at an event is that getting strong enough Wi-Fi is a problem, and then also having either Wi-Fi, like, because my phone is 5G, I think Wi-Fi, but my iPad is only 2.5 and it won't run off of the 2.5
Yeah.
hotspot.
The mirror is connected to my phone now. It's not the Wi-Fi, but I think you must have a good Wi-Fi or do it in a phone. But I know in events, it's difficult to have a good Wi-Fi or a good 5G in your phone.
Mm-hmm. But so that
So
wasn't my imagination. It does definitely need 5G to run off.
Yeah, but
to run off in few seconds. But
Tom,
if you yeah.
we can just also advise. I know that we have also the how do you call that, the hotspot, hotspot Wi-Fi, which when you insert a SIM card inside. Because usually when you are in an hotel or in an event, usually the Wi-Fi, they are private. You can't have access. You only can have access with your smartphone or your computer. So usually we share with our own smartphone or we have a hotspot tool.
Okay.
But
So if
you
you
will
guys
see something
are,
that, sorry.
go ahead.
No, just to say that
Okay.
we improve a lot for years, that you don't have such a lot of data exchanging. So you don't need a very strong one, but 5G is the minimum, yes. You don't, yeah.
Okay. So you need 5G, but it doesn't have to be a really strong signal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this page, I just want to show you. You need to. I can't confirm if I don't check the policy privacy, so I need to check it. But I prefer to check both because person can receive some email marketing thing like that and confirm. So okay, just waiting.
Okay. Is this the time or place that we can ask about some, like maybe working on different the the customer experience or the flow, or is this not really the time and place for that?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
Yes,
all
we can.
right.
Wait. You want to do some improve something in the flow
Yes.
to
Anita, can I ask you a question, Anita?
Yes.
Okay, would it be better for you if the flow we have in our smartphone will be the same in the mirror, or you want something different? Because you will see that it's not exactly the same. And we are working with the team to improve the mirror flow. So if
Mm-hmm.
you do have any idea improvement, please share with us. We are deeply inside of it now.
Yes, okay. And that's what, and Tiffany just said that in the comments, and that was the one
yeah.
thing I was going to ask about, is just a little bit clunky where, well, let's go through. I'll show you, like, because then later you have to add your email and you have to add your last name later, and it would be nice to be able to do that all at once on one screen. I'll show you
Yeah.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
It's
Okay.
possible, but you want to do it in one page. So age, name, and email also. And before the selfie, before the photo, or after the photo, you want to put all your
Um,
information.
pro- I need to think about that. Probably like
Yeah.
at least name first and last name, because since it asks us specifically for our last name, I would like it to ask a phone number as well. I don't know if you guys want to give input
Uh,
on what you
uh,
think the process would.
Anita,
Yes.
what we used to have before, we used to ask for the phone number, and many people were quite upset to fill the phone number. And the reason why we ask the email address after we did the scan analysis is because you may have people that if I ask you straight away in the first page your name and email address, many people will say, why do you need my email address? But in
Mhm.
that case, we just say, look, your scan analysis is ended. You will receive your report. Please fill your email address. So it's very easy to change that.
Yeah. I understand that. And actually, I think you're right with that, to have the email address come after the scan. But maybe just ask first and last name first or something, because it just seems like, well, it repeats some stuff a little bit.
Anita, sorry, but I suggest I will share with you, we will share with you what we are working on, because we are working to the improvement. So, for instance, what you are mentioning is already done in only one page. But let us know what further on what other improvements you may need.
Okay.
And myself, I would love to check with all of you today if you don't have any training session, do you understand how to move forward into the mirror, the application or not?
Can I just hop on and share kind of my thought process with where you're asking for information to help my comment make sense? Um, I think that from a customer perspective and the feedback that I have received, the customer comes up to the mirror and they're excited about getting their scan done. That's our attraction point. And it feels kind of disconnected when the mirror asks for a certain piece of information, then they take their picture, and that the customer just generally kind of steps back like, oh, I'm done, my part of it's done, and then we have to say, oh wait, just hold on, a couple more questions. So I think that if we could capture their picture first, if we want to make sure that the customer is comfortable giving their information, capture their picture first. And once that is done and we can walk them through everything, then at that point is when they would enter first name, last name, and unless their first name, last name, their email address, and maybe we could ask for their phone number, but it's not a required field. So if they wanted to skip over it, they're able to skip over it. And then they're asked if they agree to the privacy policy and would like to get marketing products at that point. Otherwise, I feel like I get a lot of eye rolls from the customer, and that's the last thing that I want to do. Um, and especially because the mirror is still a little clunky, like sometimes you have to double tap or triple tap on a letter to get it to enter. And I don't want them to think that if our mirror isn't operating as effectively, that maybe our products aren't going to be as effective. People are like that, unfortunately, and I want to give them the very best experience that they can possibly get.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's what it, so if you want to, Tom, keep going through the process and we can explain too, as we talked about it, but Tiffany, you explained it well. And yeah, definitely the phone number optional, where then that would be the relationship between the ambassador and the customer, if the customer feels comfortable or not. But it's definitely, I like to text better. So
And Tom, can you show us how to tap on the mirror? Because I do understand that some of
Yeah.
us get trouble to tap on, and usually if you tap with your nail, it's not just can you try to tap, not stay somewhere. Try to tap it without touching. Tap en restant dessus, Tom.
Like that?
It doesn't work. Okay. Because how do you have
And
to
just
tap? Okay. It's very important because I've heard sometimes that sometimes it's hard to tap on the mirror because you don't have to stay and to press and keep pressing on the mirror. It's like in your smartphone. If you keep pressing in your smartphone, that you open something else. You just have to tap the way Tom does.
okay. Do you have any question about that?
I do not. Does anyone? Feel free to unmute with your questions too. And so here, because you have them in store, so this is what
Yeah.
you see when you have the machine attached to it. So then you can continue with your in-store and make the product that way. Or then you can go and
Yeah.
just do the fresh active choice.
Or
And
both also.
could there be an in-lab choice there as well? Or you said that's where we can't combine them, right?
Put in-store, in-lab, and DIY in the same
Correct.
page.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. That's why.
No, this is what is in working
Yeah.
progress,
Working
but
on.
yeah, but it's not done today. But
Okay.
mm,
And then they can pick. And then if you pick, because someone was just saying, let me see that they you wish that the it was more like the options available when you scan on your phone. So on this one, since most people don't have the machine, if you click and explore more of your DIY fresh actives from the mirror, so you can see.
You can see the upsell to complete your routine. So mousse, serum also.
Okay, in that
okay,
flow.
but
If I click to
just
continue with the DIY.
yeah, just in case you don't choose those options and keep continue, Tom, just for us, please. Then you've got now go down the page. Okay, now you've got all the products here. So you can still add new products.
The oil.
And can you press the I for information just to check on any product?
Not in
No,
this
no.
page.
Yeah.
This one. Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it says exfoliating. Oh, nice. Okay. So it is, so you can see where you do the I on the app. We did change it where it says info instead of the I, just because a lot of people didn't know to touch the I. I can't even remember exactly what it says, but on the app now, but it does explain it a little bit more. I feel like though when we are using the mirror, it is a different experience than someone scanning at home from their phone. Like that on the mirror, we can explain more, we can step them through more because we're right here with them. So when you hit confirm
Yeah.
on the order, then
Then I can.
was I reading comments? Did I look away when it asked for, because there was always a spot where it asked for the last name, like that we were talking about that Tiffany had addressed. And then here you should get a QR code. Correct. This is where the QR code should pop up. So then the customer can continue checking out from their phone and then they can check out in private.
On our side, Anita, it asked for the last name way at the beginning. But on when I agree, when you do the mirror currently, right there is where you would have got the QR code.
Okay, yeah. That's what,
Huh.
let me see. So when I do mine, I'm going to put in my first name. And I get what you're saying, that it keeps it a little bit more not as personal right when you do the scan. And do you need their name and age before you scan, or can they put that in like Tiffany recommended after? I'm doing mine right now.
We, we need your age, I think.
You need your age
We
before the
yeah,
scan.
Yeah.
we
Yeah, before.
I think that you need the age before, but my only
Yeah.
question to that is if you need the age, when you get a little bit farther in and it starts giving the recommendations, the recommendations are very generalized. It doesn't take into account what your age is. So you may see something that pops up that says, I forget how it actually reads, but it says something to the effect of your recommendations are based on if you were in the age range of 30 to 40 or something like that. So if you put in that you were 20 years old, why are we getting anything that talks about what happens when you're 30 and 40?
Correct.
I think it comes
I-
through in the email that gives you the recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it said like my 70-some-year-old mom got something that said her being older than 35, and she's like, well, clearly.
Yeah, because it does. And what it used to say something about, well, it depends if you're a male or a female. I don't think that's in the email anymore. Maybe I've just have overlooked it. I'm still trying to get my scan results. I was trying to step through it as well.
there is two reasons why we ask for the age. The first one is because the recommendation, everything that goes with the pure active ingredients in the in-lab, but also in the in-store, we don't, for instance, we don't suggest and recommend the same active for wrinkles if you are 20 or 70. So we do take in consideration the age for the recommendation. And now you are talking also about the email that you receive, and I can assume that there is some few things that we need to improve. Um,
Okay. And okay, so here's a good, like right now, I'm trying to do my skin analysis and I took my picture and maybe I'm not connected to the internet because it's been stuck here it's just been stuck on a blank screen for a while.
I've had that happen too. And then when I go into my email, my recommendations are there. It's like the screen gets stuck, but the recommendations still are flowing through. It doesn't
I
really help us from the perspective on the mirror if you were going to try to
this
do
is
a custom.
Yeah,
this is
and I have
internet. This is internet problem, Anita. That
okay, so I haven't even gotten to the point to put in my email yet. So
no, but if you switch on off, in any case, if you have any problem, just switch on, off, and on, and you will automatically get back to the.
Page.
okay. Do you want to show what we do when these situations happen, like how to go and double check that you're connected to your Wi-Fi and go through some
Yeah.
troubleshooting tips as well? Here, Tom, I'm gonna spotlight you again.
Okay.
Okay.
So to check your Wi-Fi, if you are in every screen, you just have to go to back to home. And in this page, you can swipe like that, left to right to can access to the password. And the password is scan my skin like that. You have a video in Abbi Academy to show you also. And here in Abbi setting, you can click on Wi-Fi.
Sorry, that's me. I'm double screen now.
This is my phone and I'm connected. If I'm not, I can check and find my Wi-Fi, click on, put the password. You see the Wi-Fi is on and one Wi-Fi is connected. If you have too much Wi-Fi here and you're connected to too much Wi-Fi, you can click here to cancel the Wi-Fi. And connect.
I'm so sorry. Did you catch what Tom showed us, or you want to restart?
Well, I want to turn on, let me stop remove spotlight. And let me start let me turn my camera around. Oh, this is messing with my brain. Okay. So so this is where I was, and it's showing. This is where I started my skin analysis. So I can tell I'm connected to Wi-Fi right now because I have both of these buttons up. But if I wanted to get back, if I want to get to confirm my Wi-Fi and like what network I'm on, how do I do that from this screen? Because I don't see anywhere where it tells me to go home or to go to.
Okay. Can you show us your screen?
Yeah, can you let me spotlight. Oh, okay, here.
Okay.
Let me go back here. So I hit start my analysis.
Okay, can you click
Home.
home?
So from this screen,
Now you can swipe left to right
swipe left
like that.
to right, like that.
Start here. Yeah.
Ah,
Perfect.
okay, so start on that blank
Yeah.
part of the screen.
Outside the screen. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then if I go then here, and you said
Yeah.
to click
In
on
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi on.
Okay, and so I'm
Eh,
connected to
in
my
green,
home.
you see your Wi-Fi is connected?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So you can go back in the setting. Yeah. And now if you want to go back in the diagnosis, you can click on Scan My Skin.
Okay.
Anita, I just want to warn about one fact. Sometimes you can have a green Wi-Fi
Yes.
on the screen, but you don't have Wi-Fi. The green Wi-Fi means that the mirror does recognize the Wi-Fi signal.
Okay.
But if sometimes that it happens in an hotel, you can recognize the Wi-Fi, but you don't have access to. So just be careful. You need to be sure that the Wi-Fi you are using is open Wi-Fi.
Okay. All right. So let's so if it's green, we're not necessarily connected. Now it's working and stuff. That's gonna nail me on all my. Now here it just asks for my email. And I think this is where it would be nice to say, ask me my last name here, or ask me my first and last name here, my email, and my phone number, but make the phone number optional. And then that can be sometimes, I think we're all learning enough, but even if you don't click, I would like to receive Abby's advices. That might need to be worded a little bit better, but advices, news, and promotions based on my skin. So they don't understand. Like, of course, on the mirror, they're going to understand because we're working together. We're standing right there, but otherwise, from their phone, they don't understand. If they don't click that, they're not going to get their results. And so it would be nice to I would like to receive my results via email. and then the other stuff like that. So they know they're getting their results.
Could you potentially have one more question there so that you agree to the privacy policy, you check the box that says, I would like to receive my results via email, and then a third one that says, I'd like to opt into Abby's future marketing promotions, etc. Because I would hate for somebody to say no to that because they don't want to receive marketing emails, but they do want to receive their results. And right now, they can only get one or the other.
Okay, please, Tom,
They receive the results.
can you note that maybe we should add a third sentence?
Okay, so let's just make a purchase. Oh, I must have hit I. Okay. Where did it, because on Tom's, I didn't see it ask for, is it on your phone maybe where it's asking for your last name then? Because here, if I just confirm my checkout, I'm going to get the QR code. I should be. Oh, I did. Okay. So
You asked for your
I'm
last name at the beginning, Anita. You are correct. Something must have changed.
okay, because it used to be here on the mirror too. Okay. I thought I was losing my mind.
No, you are you talking about the name? No,
The last name.
because if you are with the in lab, then at the last screen is a bottle, a jar with your name on. Is it what you are talking about now?
It used to
No,
ask
sorry.
us for our last name as well.
It used to be
Oh,
your very first screen before you did your scan was your first name and your age. Then you would take your picture and then it would ask you for your last name and your email address.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it was on the mirror because I remember doing that at events. And
Yeah.
I would rather have a phone number than a last name any day. But
Yeah, I think that the collection of the last name is specifically related to actually processing their order, even though on the mirror, they'd scan the QR code and go through all of that to enter in their shipping information, so on and so forth. So it would end up getting collected at that point.
mhm.
For simplicity, I feel like it should just, whatever you would get if you were doing your scan on your phone, it should be the same on the mirror. I think just from a training perspective, so that, some people come up with their speech that they give while they're doing it. And the second that the screen is different, they're like, oh my God, I forgot what I was even saying to you. What am I doing?
I, I, I agree. That's why, you know what, I think, Anita, maybe I suggest to note down all the ideas and we will have a separate meeting, but we can also have exactly the same flow in the mirror that we do have in our smartphone. And I think that it should be more easy now.
Mhm.
And sorry, just to answer the question right now, how do we pay, Tom? How do we pay on the mirror? So now that maybe Anita, you can show, do you still have the QR code in your mirror?
Yeah, I do.
Maybe Anita can show us. There is two ways to pay.
Okay, so I'm scanning the QR code now with my phone. Uh, don't mind all my boxes. So I have that. Oh, it just went away. I scanned it just in time. So, hold on. Okay, so I have everything here. And I can't get
So,
my,
so Anita, this is the first way. So the first way, you just scan the QR code and you have access to the card and the payment. So
yeah.
that is linked to you. Or you also have another option to take the payment, which is you can also connect to your app, and then you do have access to any one order from your mirror.
Okay.
I'm in the general dashboard to anyone, so I can see your last, the one you did right now.
Okay. It's just not
So
showing up yet for me.
okay, uh,
I'm checking again. Do you see me under cart? You should see me under cart. Yeah, I don't
yeah, I
see
see. This is the 106,433 your order. So I can see you anyway. We can, but
that.
anyway, you're right. You can have access to your dashboard, check anyone analysis or cards, and then you can share the payment link with
Yeah, so,
anyone.
yeah, so I can copy that code and then if I paste it here, that was my link to, now I lost where I was up here. Okay, so this is my code to the cart. And so then I can continue shopping here. So you can share that link with your client, with your customer, and then they can go in here and then add stuff and change it up, or you can send them the link to pay.
And sorry, Anita, but there is a third way, which is
Oh,
because, yes, but because your customers add the email address into the mirror. So the person receive automatically the report with the link to pay also. So
in the
just in
email?
case, yeah, let's assume that into your mirror, Anita, I'm doing my skin analysis. So I fill my email address in your mirror. So automatically myself, I receive the report and I receive my card and I receive my in order to pay my order. So then you've got three ways to help them pay. The first one is direct from the mirror with the QR code. Second, you can have access to your personal app to open the card or the skin analysis. And first, the customer receives also his report, and then he can also pay.
If you click on discover my recommended product, you can have access to your.
I thought I was sharing my order. I did click on the link. So here's this, I think because, let me just share my whole desktop. Oh goodness. Okay. So here is my email that I got. So sorry, Fred, it just wasn't sharing the right screen. So here's this, and it talks about my key wrinkle or my key spots. Order now. So I don't see the part in here anymore about my, oh wait, okay. Given typical age-related characteristics, it's noteworthy that the presence of wrinkles tends to become more pronounced in individuals as they approach the late 30s and beyond. If Anita is around 35 years old, this aligns with the onset of noticeable fine lines. But I already told it I'm 57. So I wish this was a little bit more
Accurate.
specific to the person.
It's coming also. I told the team that it's coming also because we've got
Okay.
all the data, but just we need to fix something. But can you click on this one,
Yes.
please?
Okay. Sorry, Fred. And I had, but I was only sharing one part of my screen, so you weren't seeing what I
Okay.
was seeing. And then I had to mute
Oh,
because I'm in the front room and the dogs are like monitoring the
okay.
neighbor. Okay.
So now this is your card, so you can keep continue choosing other product or just getting to your payment.
Yes. And this is where it says recommended, info is spelled out, and we still get that cute little heart. So it's easy to know. So I can just put in like my recommended products. I clicked on all of those. And then did they go to my cart? I clicked on them. I'll may as well do this too. Okay, so here, Fred, see how it's still showing me euros for some, this is US.
Okay, let me check
Love
right
how
after let me check right after your mirror number. And this is also something I would love to check with all of you, maybe to send to Tom or through Anita, if all of you get the correct connection with your mirror. But in my case, Anita, yes, it appears yes, because on my system I see that you did an analysis. So let me check with the sometime with the market. We've got three different markets in Abby. You can be in US market, you can be in Europe.
Oh man, I'm off of it. On the previous screen where I clicked and put in my cart one of the discounts, I love how it shows the regular price here plus and then the discount. So people know they are saving money because everyone wants to know they're saving money.
And Anita, I think we can also announce that very, very, very soon we're gonna have also the weekly payment.
Yes, I heard that. We haven't announced
Yes.
that yet.
No, no, no. It's just in
So,
private. Please don't share with it to anyone, but very, 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 very soon.
yes,
The conference give us wings, the conference.
yes.
So we'll present a lot of new improvement, a lot.
Yes. Good. Yeah, we're so excited for conference. So, okay. And I'm so sorry again that I was muted and I couldn't see the chat or anything, and that was a little bit of a mess. So I apologize for that. Okay. Okay, and then this person doesn't see the QR code too. So if you don't see the QR code, in your mirror when you go to the final step of the pain process, go ahead and I'm just going to have them send. Yes, Fred?
If you don't see your QR code, please just let us know. This is just something in the system that we need to click on or off. So please let us know, even right now. If some of you don't see the QR code, I can manage it right now.
Oh, there you go. Do you need their machine number?
Just the name of the person.
Oh, okay. So Schluffy's phone. Can you please Tom, is that or who? No, that's Tom. Jennifer. Okay, so do you see the name in the comments, Fred? Jennifer
Yeah,
S.
look, I will do it right now and let me know during
Okay.
our.
Okay. And then Heidi, so if you're not near your mirror right now, that's fine. Just I would send it please to customer hyphen success at abby.care. I'll put it in the chat. And then it will get to Fred and we can make that change. And Fred, you're fixing mine since I don't see my scan.
Uh, no, yours seems to be correct, but I think, Anita, we still have this small problem with euro at the end. This is something that I hope that Tom did not
Yeah.
eat and will. Can you please share tomorrow with the team that it needs to be changed?
Sweet. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions or anything else you would like us to cover? So I think one of the big things, if you came on late, that we covered is that you don't need a strong signal, but you need 5G data. So if you are in maybe an event center, they might not have 5G data. And then for your hotspot needs to be 5G. And pro tip, this is where I was running into problems because my phone is 5G. My iPad is not. It's like 2.4. And so I couldn't run my mirror off of my iPad hotspot, but I could only use my mirror because I was selling another product too. But so I also had Square hooked up to my phone, and I use Square on my phone so I can tap the credit card, and I didn't have my QR code reader. So I could only do Square off of my phone, and I could only use my mirror off of my phone, and you can't do both at the same time. So really make sure you work with your technology and plan it out in your brain and what your plan B is. I do like the idea of just, your mirror is grabbing attention. And I love that idea that it's there for you. But then also it's pretty cool if you just have them scan, grab the phone and scan your QR code. You can hand them your business card or whatever. Mine's right there. Have them scan the QR code from their phone and do it right there. That way you are in their phone already. They can go back and see what they did. And it's kind of like handing a customer a product. Here's this product, hold on to it. They're more likely to buy a product that they're holding and touching. And so with the scan, you being right there in their phone is a really good tool. So I had that as a backup. That's what I was using at my event when my whole internet thing didn't work. So Heidi, you are done for you're good for your QR code. Oh, good. He checked you even though you weren't in front of your mirror. That was very kind, Fred. Jennifer, you are all set. So that's exciting. Thank you. Any other questions? I cannot believe we were on for an hour already. Okay, so if we have no more questions, I will have this recording saved. I'll have Kelly put it onto abbyvideos.com, which is where you can go to get all of your past recordings. Everything with Joanna is there, or past team meetings are there, and this will be here too. When I say with Joanna, I'm talking about our product knowledge that we'll be doing tomorrow morning. Um, okay, Jennifer, you have a question above. Is there a way to turn the lights on the mirror if you want to use it as a regular mirror, not just when taking a scan? Ooh. Yeah, how all mirrors, all
Yeah,
the
yeah, I can answer. There is a way to have access to the light, but honestly, if you get there, you will just destroy all the setting. So I'm not sure it's a good idea. You know, it's not easy as you just press a button and it just turn on the light. The light are connected today with the fact that when you take a selfie, automatically it open the light. But you need to get into the system inside. I'm not very comfortable to open the.
So Jennifer, the answer is no. Sorry. It's okay to say no. It's okay. I know you
I
want to
had I had to
everybody.
say no. I had to say no
I
to
know.
women. You know me, Anita.
I know. I know. I don't have a problem. Nope, can't be done. But that is a good question. I did actually put a few lights up behind my mirror at my event because it was still a little shadowed, so you can play with it that way too. But yeah. And it does run off of a battery. If you don't have power, you can use like a portable battery and it lasts pretty long. I would take two though. All righty. So it
Yeah.
looks like that's a wrap, you
Do you
guys.
have any question?
Tom, go ahead.
Sorry, do you have any question about the machine? Not about the machine?
Any more questions for Tom? I really like how you're gonna like work with maybe the reordering of um asking the questions. And so I think that was our biggest asks, was to combine like first and last name, which it didn't even ask this time anyway.
Okay.
And the phone number, but make the phone number optional, but the email required.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more ask was to make 3 check boxes. 1 checkbox, send me my results. 1 checkbox, opt into promotional material, and then whatever that other checkbox was.
And then
We don't need 3 checkbox, I think. We don't need 3. We just have to put the rules. Everybody can receive his result after diagnosis.
No, but there is also the I agree with ID, the privacy policies also that you need to agree. Yeah. You know what, Anita and Tom, maybe we should just resume what needs to be checked. So I've heard about the euro, some euro instead of dollars, the free check, having only 1 page with name, first name, full name, and maybe email address and phone as an option. And then I would also suggest maybe to have the same flow as the one we do have in the smartphone. And it's not done yet, but we also maybe we should also add some AI. If people want also to add some information. I don't know. I have problem with that molecule, or I don't know. So this is also something we do have, but we can implement later on. So let's have a discussion together.
Okay. And I'll send a follow-up email with just these things that we just now wrapped up.
Yes. Also
Okay.
the email, the information in the email.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay.
All right. Okie doke. Thank you so much, you guys, for being on. Thanks for your time. Yes, Fred?
Just one last thing, maybe we should organize then a new training only for the machine, because also Dan was Tom was also prepared to talk about the machine, but not today. But we can organize another meeting and training whenever you want.
Yes, we definitely need a machine training. So we will organize that. Yep, I'll talk to you about that then. I'll put that on the email too, and we can find a date. And we want to do that in the evening. So like 8 p.m. Eastern, if that works for you, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, if you still, I mean, if you were missing some question, if you still have some new, I don't know, some new question to ask, of course, maybe you can concentrate to Anita, and we'll be very pleased. Tom will be very pleased to answer your question, even though making some small video if you need some further explanation. Please, we are here for you. So let us know exactly what you need. We will answer. Always yes.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, not always yes. We can't have the lights on all the time. Sometimes we have to say no. So, okay. Awesome. Well, we'll let you know. We'll see if we can squeeze a machine training in before conference. I know those of us going to conference, and it's a little busy right now. Doing all of the planning, but we'll try to squeeze one in before conference. How's that sound? Maybe Monday night? We'll see. I think Fred is frozen, or I am. But he's frozen with a smile on his face, so you know what? You gotta love that. All right, on that note, we'll end it and we will come back. We'll see you guys. Let's hope for next week for a machine training, Tom. I'll send you an email.
Okay.
And then we'll let you guys all know. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.